Hey Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Venus Baby Tarot, and I'm just here to give you a message from Spirit to see what comes out for you. I know it's been a few days since I have posted anything. I have been ridiculously busy in my life lately, so anyway, here goes. Also, I have changed out my tapestry and I put in this velvet one, and I'm not sure if I like it yet, but so just bear with me. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to keep this, but let's go ahead and get into your message, Taurus, and see what Spirit has for you. You have Starseed. It says on there, it says memories. So honestly, you could be, Mercury is in retrograde. So yeah, you could be having some memories of past relationships right now, and or you're in a relationship. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it says love and new love. That is really cute. Look at that sadness. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm kind of getting for you, like right off the bat, is that you could be entering a new relationship, or you are calling in new love, but we'll get some tarot to see. But I do feel like there is some sadness here for you. Like it could be in terms of a past relationship. It's Mercury retrograde. So, we tend to review things during Mercury retrograde. And, sometimes it's like the past will come to the surface for us. So there can be things that you're really reflecting on. I'm going to go ahead and get one more of these. Interesting. Conflict of interest. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your tarot out. See, and I feel like the conflict of interest for you, Taurus, is, just because these two individuals, they have like their backs turned to each other, like I feel like it's almost like, Taurus, like you are trying to embrace new love in your life, but at the same time, I feel like part of you is like, maybe you're not ready, or you're just at a point where your back is turned to the idea of love, because maybe there are just other things that you're dealing with in life. I get the sense here too, because like this is also about your identity, that perhaps it's like you, I don't know why I just got like an identity crisis, but like this person is looking out the window, and I feel like this person is looking out at like a new world, like a new life, okay? And honestly, it could be that like you're just in a period where you're seeing yourself very differently, you're moving differently, you just feel like you're in a new life. And it's almost as if when it comes to relationships, you don't really approach them in the way that you once did. And because of that, perhaps it's not, like, how do I put this? Because I feel like, okay, you have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I feel like, Taurus, I feel that there was a time in your life that you were this Empress energy towards other people, okay? And I feel like you gave and you gave so much of yourself. You were the caretaker. You were the nurturer. You were the one that was there to support and uplift other people. And then I feel like something has occurred within you where you've spread your wings. You've started to see how truly magnificent you really are as a person. And I feel like now it's like you're putting this Empress energy, this nurturing, loving, caretaking, uplifting energy towards yourself. And I do feel like you have like a new relationship opportunity. It's obviously right here. But something has you really reflecting on the past, on the sadness of the past, or relationships of the past, and it is putting you at odds with your own self as to what you want to do with your life in terms of relationships. So you have the Empress, the Six of Wands, Page of Wands, Nine of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, the World card, Ace of Swords, Page of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So, I mean, the thing about it is that, like, as a tarot reader, I would see these two cards right here and think, oh, wow, this is like a new relationship. This looks so amazing, right? And on one hand, I am going to say that. But on another hand, I look at this and I think to myself, there's sadness. There's sadness in terms of a chapter of your life that is either not closed yet, like there's unfinished business, or a chapter of your life that you have absolutely closed, but there's some things that are coming to you, like some realizations that you have in your life. So I feel like here, whenever you made this shift in your life and you decided to become the Empress for yourself, and remember, the Empress, it doesn't matter what gender it is, but the Empress is a creator. You know, the Empress is like mothering yourself, you know. The Empress is being in an abundant flow of energy and creation. It is a connection to source. I mean, at its very core, it is a connection to source, because ultimately the Empress is very often depicted as being pregnant, which is life. It's life. It's literally life, right? Like it is the source of everything, that, you know, the source that breathes life into existence, right? And so I feel like, I don't even know why that part came out, but what is coming to me now, it's almost as if there was a period of your life where you were the anchor for other people. It's like you were keeping them stable and secure in their life. Like you were really, it's like, it's almost as if, too, Taurus, like you found broken people who lost their way in the past. And it's like you wanted to be that person, that nurturing person for them, right? But you've now since seen your own, like what makes you special. You're more connected to your identity. You're evolved. You're more evolved than you've ever been. And we don't ever stop evolving, right? But I mean, whenever I see the star seed, you know, star seeds have, you know, their special qualities, right? And ultimately, this is about you seeing what makes you so special. You know, what makes you a prized commodity. So anyway, you became this person for yourself, or you are becoming this person for yourself. And I feel like, look at this, you spread your wings and you're really flying. Like, it's like, I just feel like, Taurus, you've reached a place in your life where you're so comfortable with yourself, you're so comfortable with your identity, or you're getting there. And I feel like you honestly have maybe even reached a period of autonomy in your life where, you know, and I'm not saying this is for all Tauruses. Obviously, I think that Taurus is a very strong and independent creature. But I also know that Tauruses love hard, man. And Tauruses are very, very loyal. And in that process of being loyal to people, there are times when we can lose ourselves, okay? And I get the sense that now it's like you're experiencing autonomy. Additionally, these are two cards of abundance. And so honestly, like, there could be some special quality that you have that really helps other people. Or like you're starting to really see, you know, how you shine, and you're also going to be recognized for the qualities that you have, okay? So you do have here, you have this relationships card and the Page of Wands, which can indicate a new relationship. It can also indicate a relationship with somebody who is younger, or just has a younger energy, or just moves in a very youthful vibration, okay? And now I get the sense that this can actually be quite fulfilling for you, and honestly may even be the person or the type of person that you have wished for or hoped for. But then it's interesting because it's so weird to me that like these rows looks so beautiful. So beautiful that it's almost like, well, then what's wrong, right? Like, what's wrong if, like, it's beautiful? So because of that, I have to ask. Interesting. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Okay. So basically, like, I feel that for some of you, if not all of you, or a lot of you, we'll say a lot of you, those of you who are moving into a new connection actually could receive communication from a situation that you thought had been closed out, you may have thought was over, or perhaps you knew that it wasn't completely finished. And there is an individual, I feel, who is missing you, okay, and is sad without you, because of the fact that this Knight of Swords is coming towards this Empress and butterfly energy that we were talking about, which I see as you because of the self, okay? And I do feel like this kind of puts you at odds with what you're gonna do, okay? Now, for some of you, this isn't quite a relationship either. This could be a situationship, somebody that you're just dating. I will put that out there. But I get the sense that something comes in for you. It's either information or a message, something that kind of throws you for a loop and confuses you. And then you're like, well, what do I do now? Yeah. Because I feel like you actually have a situation here in which, you know, it's reciprocal. It is, you know, balanced. Like it, you know, it can even be you getting the kind of things that you've been asking for, like we were talking about. And I feel like it has the potential to really be a dream come true in your life. But it seems to me that you need to be fully open to it. And that's kind of what I am getting here. So I want to know a little bit more about the World card. I knew it. Like, it is so crazy to me when I can literally feel cards. Like, I feel it. Like, I looked over at this when I was talking about it, and I felt the Five of Cups. And lo and behold, like, I don't make this, like, you can't make this up. Like, I do not make these cards come out, but I knew that that card was going to come out because I felt, whenever I was saying that I feel like this person is missing you, Taurus, this is what I envisioned and this is what came out. I knew it. I knew it. And I just look at this. I feel like this person has actually waited for you to be the one to reach out, Taurus, because ultimately I feel like they either felt so rejected or so unwanted, or they were really just dealing with the downfall of their life and, you know, with the downfall of their life and everything that had happened. Okay. And I feel like ultimately they felt like you never wanted to hear from them again. And so because of that, they were waiting on you. Okay. But I feel like, because you see how this glass is like shattered right here. I feel like this person felt that you not only walked away from the situation because it no longer emotionally served you, but like you straight up shattered the glasses as if they would never, ever, ever hold, like they would never, ever hold emotions for this person ever again. And that's what they felt, right? And so they have been utterly like stressed out in their head about it. you know, up late at night. That's this card right here. This card also comes out a lot within Mercury, during Mercury retrograde. And I feel like it is such a visceral looking card. But anyway, I feel like because these two eyeballs are here, it's like something has occurred. It is the Dark Night of the Soul card. Like, there are definitely some revelations that have happened. And the revelation is the Ace of Cups. Like, I feel that this person had some difficult lessons to learn. I feel like this person had to experience other types of situations in order to see how it didn't matter where they went or what they did or who they did it with. They were still the same person. And because they were still the same person, they had to see that, because ultimately they could not blame anybody but themselves. And I feel like now that they had reached that point, they'd gone through their own cycles in their life, the revelations have come. And do you see here how we have the number 8? Okay, and we are coming up on a number 8 year. It's almost as if this was completely destined. Almost as if, which is just wild to me. Look, 8, and then we have the number 8 here. Yeah, is that it? Interesting. Okay, I think that came out for another reading too, 888. Okay, so but I feel like you have this conflict right here. Right? Conflict of interest. Because there is a Page of Cups here, which indicates an apology, like it really does. And then an 8 of Pentacles, which can lend to somebody wanting to put in effort. And I feel like ultimately it could be a little bit of a challenge for you, Taurus, because either you're already in a relationship or you are very career focused and you're just not really, maybe you're just not really concerned with any of it, to be honest with you. Let's see. Yeah, somebody is going to offer you a cup of love for sure. Like, seriously. But the thing, see, and that's the thing. Here's the 5 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Again, we have this conflict of interest. Okay, so it's like somebody is either wanting a fresh start with you here with this Fool card, but it can also be like the Fool is liberation. You know, and perhaps that's what you want. I honestly kind of feel like I have to dive in. Like, how does Taurus feel about the Magician in reverse? I feel like, honestly, Taurus, yeah, you got your walls up, because I feel like this person could have been very manipulative or emotionally manipulative in the past. And I feel like you're standing your ground. You're like, no, I'm not going to get manipulated again. So I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. See, and in terms of relationships, like another relationship or a new relationship, you're showing up as the Queen of Swords, but also the King of Pentacles came out. So now we have the Queen and the King of Pentacles. And the thing about it is, Taurus, is that I'm really getting this sense that there is a real struggle for you to open up emotionally. And I mean, I understand, like, I totally get it. Like, when you have been through the ringer with people, it can be very difficult to open up your heart again. Oh my goodness, my apologies. Some person just started blaring on their horn in my apartments. Okay, well, that was interesting. Mercury retrograde. But anyway, I feel like it's been very difficult for you to open up your heart, you know, to really lean into new love or connections. And I think that it honestly just has to do with the fact that you don't want the drama. Like, you don't want to end up in a situation with somebody who's controlling over you. You don't want to end up with somebody who manipulates you. And I totally understand. Like, I do. I see that. But I feel like there is a solution here for you. So let's get the advice for Taurus. Oh, okay. So this is actually the Queen of Swords, and this is the Page of Swords. I had them all confused, but it doesn't matter because she ended up coming out anyway. So this can be an energy of curiosity, but still, nevertheless, we're still dealing with the same swords energy, in which I feel like the universe is telling you your heart will open at the right time for the right person. And honestly, I feel like Spirit is telling you it's okay to be cautious. It's okay to be curious. It's okay to approach new situations, especially when they're coming out with like wands energy, which can be very fast moving, passionate, and it can also be somewhat even like I said, like youthful or immature in nature, right? Just not very I'm just going to leave it at that. But I mean, I feel like they're telling you like it's totally okay, because ultimately what you don't want is the devil, right? You know, and I think that you're in the right place to be, or you're in the right energy to be this way, to be more in a having your, I wouldn't say like having your guard up too much can definitely be, having your guard up too much can sabotage things, even good things, right? But I mean, it's okay to be cautious. It's okay to not open up as much or as easily as you used to be, right? I think that a lot of us who have been hurt in the past, like we initially approached relationships with a very like naive and open energy. And, you know, then we got our first heartbreak and our second heartbreak, and, you know, and then as you grow older, like you get to the point where it becomes more challenging to just be open, right? It's like you want to get to know people. Like you want all the information. That's these two cards. And I feel like ultimately where you're at, the energy that you're in is okay. And you should stay in that energy. That's your advice, you know? Because ultimately, whether it's a new person or somebody who is trying to come back and have a conversation with you and apologize to you or open their heart to you, it doesn't matter who it is. It is okay for you to approach the situations with curiosity and caution. You know, because ultimately, like, it's your life. And if you don't want to end up back in the devil, you know, bound to a situation in which you are in the same old cycles and patterns which have just defeated you in the past, then you don't have to. And you can protect yourself from it, or you can nip it in the bud and stop it before it even gets started. So that's what they're telling you to do. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. So for some of you, I mean, this can be like, you know, maybe, I'm just, because I'm sitting here thinking to myself at first, like, I thought, you know, okay, the Nine of Pentacles, like maybe neither situation's going to work out. But that's actually not what I'm feeling. What I'm feeling more is that you've gotten to the point in your life, okay, where you're not just okay being alone. A lot of people in the world, like, they're okay with being alone. But there's a difference between being okay with being alone and being content with it. You know, to actually really be content, like to go home on a Friday night after work, you know, order yourself some takeout or whatever, or cook yourself some dinner, make yourself some tea, and sit down with your animals and watch your favorite shows, like, and actually be content, not be like longing to be with somebody, right? There's a difference. And I feel like for those of you this resonates with, you know what I'm talking about. you are content with being alone. And because you're content with being alone, you do not have to settle for anything that is not going to add to your life. And I think the thing about it is that your understanding of relationships is even different. It's like, yes, you have something available to you. Yes, you absolutely have something that could be fun. It can be exciting. It's new. It's fresh. It could be emotionally fulfilling for you. But it can also just be, I mean, the 9 of Cups can also be like indulgence, right? It can just be, getting a little bit of the good stuff. Oh my gosh, I have to dive into that. Okay. Maybe, honestly, I feel that's kind of what I'm feeling. Like, that's kind of what I'm feeling. Okay, yeah. The Wheel of Fortune, the 3... the 5 of Swords. I feel like, honestly, Taurus, in terms of new connections that are coming into your life, you have overcome many mountains, and you have come to a point in your life where you are content with this energy. And that's why you're supposed to maintain this energy. Maintain this energy of being very secure in your being and treating yourself like the freaking gift of the universe that you are, okay? And being I hate to say prudent, but being a little prudent when it comes to when it comes to connections. I do feel like it's almost as if Taurus, and I don't think that this is going to resonate with everybody. It's almost as if Taurus, like in the past, you've either been very love bombed or you've had somebody just shower you with so much love and affection, and they turned out to be somebody completely different, which I guess is the same thing as love bombing. But I feel like there was a period of your life where you were just so swept off your feet that you honestly thought this is real love, right? And then once you were hurt by this person, or there was a very toxic cycle, there could have been addictions, codependency, whatever, because that Devil card, I feel like something has changed in you now in which you do not see that as love anymore. You see that as limerence. You see that as infatuation. You see that as a recipe for disaster, And I feel like now your belief around love is a little bit more pragmatic. It's definitely prudent and pragmatic, a little reserved, and not so open. But it's okay to open your heart. But I feel like opening it so much that you are missing out on, how do I put this? It's like when you open it up so much that you do not see the red flags, and you do not see, or you overlook them, and you do not it's like because you're in such a whirlwind, because your heart is so open and you're in such a whirlwind romance that you're missing so much. Okay. And I think that that's the thing that you're trying to avoid at this time. And I think that it's because you've been hurt. And I also think it's because you're content with yourself. And because you're so content with yourself in your life, you're like, why in the world would I want to be knocked off this? Why would I want to be knocked down from this perch that I'm on in my life where I am actually content? You know what I mean? And I think that that's okay. I think that that's okay. I really do. Because ultimately, I feel like you as a person have evolved and changed and grown. And I feel like you do not want to put yourself in any unnecessary circumstances that would cause you harm or pain in your life. And that's okay. Like, honestly, mad props to you, Taurus. Like, mad props. Because I get, like, in this reading, I really see a person who has come to realize how truly magnificent they are and has really gotten to a point of gratitude and love and self-acceptance and treating yourself so well in your life that you know that you deserve better than to feel the way that you once did with other people. And that doesn't mean you just feel like you deserve to be treated better. It means that you know that you deserve better than to put yourself in those types of situations. You are kinder to yourself than you've ever been. You not only do not allow people to treat you the way that you once did, but you are also not treating yourself the way that you once did. And I cannot even begin to tell you how freaking badass that is. Like, go Taurus. Okay, so let's get you a closing oracle message. Truth be told, I knew it. Like, I knew it. Something is going to happen. Like, you're either going to get some information that is the truth about a person, or there is going to be an opening up. Like, you're going to get a message from somebody. Yeah, somebody is watching you from afar and you are going to be, and I feel like honestly is like waiting for their opportunity to come tell you the truth, and it's going to put you at a fork in the road. But I feel like for some of you, you're not going to take either. You're not going to go down either road. You're going to create a third road. Like this. Look, see? It's like I looked at this top one right here. You could go in any of these directions, but you decide to create your own path. You're like, yeah, I'm going to go that way, right? But this is the energy for you. Do what you will with it. And I hope that you have a wonderful night. If you're looking for a personal session, you can book down below. Please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me grow my channel. And I will see you next time. Bye.